As a health educator for the past 25 years, I've observed a wellness trend toward personal responsibility and prevention. While many of us are engaged in fitness, nutrition, and stress reduction activities to improve our health, we must also be aware of unseen dangers such as radon in our environment that can significantly reduce our long-term good health. Governmental agencies in Erie County are well aware of the impact of radon on their communities, and they're taking action.
Since there's a high natural occurrence of radon in Erie County, every legislator is very concerned with that and their constituents. So in every legislative office, there are radon test kits that are available. Please don't hesitate to call your legislator. Radon test kits are available in their offices. They're very inexpensive, and we'd be more than happy to provide them to you.
As you're about to see, testing for radon is both simple and cost-effective because Erie County makes these resources readily available to you.
Radon gas is a priority in Erie County's indoor air quality program and a matter of concern for the health of county residents. Our office maintains a 24-hour indoor air quality hotline and radon links to the county website. We provide a variety of radon pamphlets, radon potential maps, and low-cost radon test kits. Test kits are also available from county legislators at their district offices. We highly recommend that all residents test their homes for radon gas. Testing is easy and it's inexpensive. Let's have a look at how to use a radon test kit. The kits contain activated charcoal and are sealed in plastic. When you're ready to test, break the seal and insert the foam block that's provided into the end of the envelope. Testing is usually done in basements where radon levels are the highest. Closed house conditions should be maintained at least 12 hours to and during the test period. Record the time and date in the place provided on the back of the kit. The kit should be placed 2 to 6 feet from the floor for a period of 4 to 7 days. You could leave the kit on a table like this facing out into the room, or it can be suspended with the hook provided from the ceiling. At the end of the test period, remove and discard the foam block, seal the envelope, and record the ending time and date, again in the space provided. Mail the kit promptly. Results will be mailed to you in about a week. If you find that your radon level is elevated, we have competent trained staff to answer all your questions and advise you accordingly. Please make use of this county service. That's why we're here.
The construction industry has developed radon abatement techniques in both new homes and existing structures.
As a custom home builder, we often deal with the issues of radon mitigation in new home construction. The process is really quite simple. We start by installing a 4-inch PVC pipe below the level of the concrete basement floor at the underslab gravel. We then extend the pipe through the first and second floor living spaces into the attic, where we add a small inline fan that runs continuously. Beyond that, we terminate the pipe through the roof with a roof flange or flashing kit. The process of the fan running creates a negative pressure underneath the basement floor slab where the radon is drawn out through the pipes and exits into the air where it's rendered harmless. The process is similar if you're going to retrofit an existing home. The main difference being that we will typically run the pipe outside of the building to eliminate the need for opening up existing walls on the interior of the building. If you're building a new home, be sure to talk to your builder about radon mitigation in the new home. It isn't that difficult and it's not very costly relative to the cost of building a house. If you have an existing home, don't worry. Radon mitigation in an existing home is also quite simple.
An environmental researcher gives us a close-up look at the science of radon.
I'm holding 2 pieces of black shale. This shale is picked up in Erie County and it's a predominant source of radon in the county. The radon is from the element uranium. Uranium is radioactive. It's been in this rock for millions of years. It's not due to dumping, it's not due to pollution sources, it's completely natural. The uranium will take billions of years to disappear, so it's not going to leave the rock anywhere anytime soon. The uranium is radioactive because the nucleus is breaking apart. It spontaneously breaks apart, and it goes through a 14-step decay process. One of the stops along that decay process is radon. Radon is a radioactive gas, and that's what makes radon so different from all the other products. It is a gas. That means it's able to leave the rock, work its way up through joints and cracks to the surface. Once at the surface, it can dissipate into the air. Now, the concentrations are so low that's not really a problem. It's not a health concern. However, the concern may be if it accumulates in your home. As radon works its way up through the soil, it may enter your home. The routes of entry may include cracks in the slab, cracks in the brickwork, up through the sump pump, through vents in the basement. And accumulates in the basement because your home is built to be energy efficient, to be tight, not to allow the warm air to leave your home. It keeps the radon in. The concentrations tend to be highest in the basement, and as you go up into the home, the first and second floor concentrations are less. Now, radon in your home is not a real problem in the sense that as you breathe it in, you exhale it very quickly from your lungs. The problem comes along in the next step of that 14-step process I talked about. The next step after radon, as it breaks down, is to produce radioactive solids or radioactive particles. These radioactive particles adhere to dust in your house. When you breathe in those particles and you breathe in the dust that they are adhered to, they enter your lungs, a very sensitive area. They will attach themselves to your lungs, and as you're breathing in and out, they stay in your lungs. They bombard your lungs with bursts of energy or radioactivity, and over time, this may cause mutations, and this may cause lung cancer. The EPA states that radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer after cigarette smoke. You may decide to test for radon in your home. If you do, you'll probably use a short-term test, one that's less than 7 days. You should be aware that radon concentrations in your home will vary dependent on weather. When a low-pressure system comes through, one you would associate with cold fronts and warm fronts and maybe precipitation, it tends to draw radon out of the soil. This may cause higher concentrations to accumulate in your home. When a high-pressure system comes through, such as you'd associate with blue skies, cloudless skies and sunny weather, the high pressure tends to suppress the release of radon from the soil and thus would lower concentrations in your home. Also, the amount of precipitation plays a role. After a period of heavy precipitation, the soil becomes saturated, and the radon that's in the unsaturated soil migrates to your home and may lead to higher concentrations into your home. So if you're doing a test and you find your levels are high, it may be due to weather, so it's worth testing again.
Take proper steps to protect your home by calling the Erie County Radon Hotline at 858-6200 or accessing their homepage at www.erie.gov. For your health and wellness, I'm Dr. Catherine Ann Sweeney.